So the stars were on the red carpet last night, from John Legend to J-Lo, all looking glam. It's kind of my favorite part, checking out the red carpet.
All right.
More show than the show itself.
Did you have a personal favorite? Was it Katy Perry there, shimmering?
Well, wait, Katy Perry with blonde hair.
I know, remix, a little bit different.
I like it.
There's Chance the Rapper, who was a big winner. We're going to talk all about him. Plus, Metallica and Lady Gaga. She's showing quite a bit of skin there. And she's known for her outlandish outfits, but I think this one might have sort of taken home.
Looks like a gumball machine there.
Yummy.
Wow.
Let's take a look at this next video. For the first time ever in history, in the award show, a male took home the most unique dressed award.
Yeah, that's CeeLo Green. What is he doing here?
He looks like a James Bond Goldfinger, or maybe a Power Ranger villain, or C-3PO.
Was it a mask? He doesn't look like he has a mask on. It's some sort of makeup over his face. I don't know.
I think they'll be handing him out at the Oscars coming up.
Well, yeah, good point.
Right? Maybe they can just, here's CeeLo, there you go, take him home with you.
Anyway, so crazy outfits aside, let's move on to the awards show itself. Adele kicked off the evening with an emotional performance of her monster hit, Hello. And just an hour later, Beyonce, pregnant with twins, took to the stage with a 9-minute medley. I've wanted to watch it back. I haven't had 9 minutes to watch it this morning.
First of all, how do you look that good pregnant with twins, and she's still rocking it up there for 9 minutes.
Her.
Doing her thing up there. And then also Adele had a little tribute to the late George Michael, but she stopped the performance because she wasn't too happy with it.
Yeah, but
so then she started again.
I feel like she's allowed to. She won like best everything.
Yeah.
She won 5 awards last night, so
a little different than Mariah Carey's performance on New Year's Eve, huh?
Big time
Bit
different.
of a difference there. Also, there was a rising star last night.
Music is all we
Teresa's new favorite artist, 23-year-old Chance the Rapper, won Grammys for Best Rap Performance, Best New Artist, and Best Rap Album.
And that was really surprising because we know he beat out Drake, Kanye, and he's
DJ Khaled.
Not even signed to a record label yet.
And he's 23 years old, which is pretty incredible. So it's all from Spotify.
Got a good career going, right?
I'm sure he made a pretty penny on all that, too, being independent.
Yeah, I'd say. All right, and of course, we can't forget the host of the show, James Corden, best known for his carpool karaoke stints, right?
Yeah.
Well, he brought the car into the show last night.
Sweet Caroline.
You'll see him here in just a moment. There he is. James Corden rocking out with the whole crew. Tim McGraw, John Legend, and of course Neil Diamond himself singing Sweet Caroline. I'm sure he made a lot of Red Sox fans happy there.
Probably. That's a classic. I mean, everyone was singing along to it, so
Pretty
that's
cute
fun.
there. That guy's had a successful career in the past few years. On a sad note for a lot of music fans out there, the death of 7-time Grammy winner and singer Al Jarreau. The jazz pop musician died Sunday morning at the age of 76. And you might remember he's played quite often here in Connecticut in the recent years. And last year on CT Style, he spoke with us about his passion for jazz, but blues is really what sparked his interest in music.
Sha-na-na-na-na. That was some of the first music that I ever sang. You know, I can sing Blue Suede Shoes with Elvis right now.
Wow, he had such a great personality. He only retired from touring last week.
Hard to believe, so God bless, very sad there.
Yeah, so Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Are you ready? Do you have all your ducks in a row? No, I'm going to take that as a no. Good thing Kenny's here for some ideas
Master
later.
Crafter Kenny has some ideas. He's making bath bombs later in the show, which will be very nice. How about you? Are you ready to rock?
More of a guy holiday for a girl.
See, this isn't the fair. Why do guys have to step to the plate more? Why can't the ladies bring forth more love and joy? It's a two-way street, yeah?
A nice card. I'll write something sweet.
Okay.
But that's all.
Fair enough.
All right, so typically around Valentine's Day, Americans will spend $18 billion. Billion with a B.
Hard to believe.
According to the survey, Americans will be spending an average of $85 per loved one.
And this is an interesting fun fact. 15% of women, I'm assuming who are single, hopefully you're not married if this is the case, are sending themselves flowers on Valentine's Day.
That's kind of sad. And Valentine's Day isn't just puppy love for humans. According to BarkBox, 20% of us buy our dogs Valentine's Day
gifts. You do
gifts.
that? That's a little...
yeah, Sydney will probably have a little bone.
Come on.
We like to celebrate with her. She's part of the family.
All right, well, I can see that. But 28% of people said that they would opt to share their bed with their dog rather than their partner. That's a little... I mean, that's sad. That's like marriage counseling or...
That's not good. I mean, Sydney sleeps
Right in the middle.
Right next
that's,
to me.
That's quite romantic, huh?
Isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah, so moving on now, love was in the air at a grocery store in Florida as a couple were exchanging vows where they met back in aisle number 4.
Ooh, talk about romance right there. Last Friday at Publix, customers were getting their groceries scanned, and Cynthia Gonzalez and Mike quietly exchanged their vows in front of the register. Look at that. The couple met at the grocery store where she works as a cashier, so they decided that they would tie the knot in the grocery store, and apparently they kind of fell in love because he had a glimmer in his eye for her, and he would continuously go back to the store.
Yeah, like for 6 months he kept grocery shopping every day just so she would notice him.
I wonder after the reception if she was like, okay, honey, can you bring home some milk? She's training her husband.
Have you ever had a Publix grinder, by the way?
No.
Phenomenal.
Are there Publix
They're in
Connecticut?
Florida, I think.
Okay, I was going to say.
But they're so good. All right, and tomorrow is our special Valentine's Day show. We're going to introduce you to the lucky couple who won our engagement ring giveaway thanks to Joseph A. Conti Jewelers.
There they are.
There they are, Mike and Adrian, and they share a story as well as we're going to share their story, and then behind the scenes, Megan was there for it all.
Also, Nick Fradiani will be on the show tomorrow. He's performing his new hit single, so he'll be serenading the newlyweds here on CT Style. And from Valentine's Day, let's head on back to the Oscars, just a couple of weeks away. And the Connecticut Lottery and News 8 are giving one lucky winner a chance to be treated like gold. That's not bad, like CeeLo Green.
There you go.
Yeah.
Enter now to win an overnight stay at the Hartford Marriott downtown, including dinner at Vivo and spa treatments, all sponsored by the Connecticut Lottery. So give it a shot. Why wouldn't you, right?
How nice is that? In that